Well, hey guys, this is DK Spencer. So I've been trying to make this little video and just show Jay's launcher here before I ship it out, but I keep getting off on tangents, and so I'm just gonna go for it. And I'm gonna try not to say anything else. All right, so this is a shorty VKS. A super shorty VKS does not have the adjustable buttstock and stuff. It's got the 9CI tank that's a little shorter. Now I am going to give you guys a little lesson on VKSs. And here is actually why that I could care less if I ever sell a super shorty again or not. Because you can use the factory tank on a shorty, right? Super shorties have to use the 9CI tanks. The 9CI tanks do not shim the same way that a pepperball tank does, okay? Pepperball tanks, you get if you can get lucky enough to find some kits, which I know somebody, but anyway, if you can get lucky enough to find some kits, you get different size shims, so you can actually dial it in exactly. The problem with the 9CI tanks is dialing it in is kind of tricky. So to get them to, it just depends on when you put the shim in. They can be kind of all over the place. They start really, really low. You got to put a shim in to get them up to an acceptable level. But a lot of times you're still running something this size, like, 45 to 48 joules. I really like 50. I like it to hit 50. All right. Now, for anybody who's just ignorant of less lethal but still likes to, watch stuff but doesn't have anything, the reason that I don't have this a lot higher than it is reliability. Can I physically get more power out of this? Absolutely. But if I do, it's not going to be as reliable. Now, somebody made a comment that somebody else could have made this twice as powerful. Well, with this short a barrel, if you actually was getting 100 joules out of this, and don't get me wrong, it's possible. I'm not saying that. But the thing of it is, if you got 10 shots out of it, you would be very lucky. Because you would have to be pushing with this short barrel, so you're not getting any power from a longer barrel. So you got to get every bit of your power from the back end of this thing. So you're pushing, every bit of power you're getting is power that's decreasing reliability. All right. So you take this and you add a longer barrel to it up to 14 inches, you're going to gain power and you're not going to lose any reliability. But once you cut something down this short, all your power's got to come from the back end. All right. So people that don't have one of these and don't know and listen to somebody that likes to lie and sell stuff, that's great. Buy one. If you can get one at 100 at this size, buy it. And make sure you've got $150 to buy you a new pin or new bolt when it breaks after the first mag, because they do charge you to fix those big 100 joule ones too. So it's kind of interesting. I can get more power out of mine, but I don't. But yet the two that have malfunctioned, I've fixed for free, and I've sold a whole lot of VKSs. But yet the people who have them at like 100 charges $150 for a new bolt instead of fixing them. So does anybody kind of starting to pick up the pattern there? Convince everybody you need 100, sell them something that's 100, it breaks, and then charge them to fix it, versus refuse to sell something that high because you know it's going to break, and then on the off chance that one that's done correctly does break, you fix it for free. That's the difference between me and Sterling, okay? So I really hate when anybody ever compares me to him, and the worst thing you can ever do is to email me and even mention him as far as, well, Sterling did. I don't care. I don't care. I can do anything he can do. There's nothing he can do. I work on human bodies for a living, okay? This is not rocket science. This is making more airflow to get more. This is simple stuff. Simple stuff for me. This is simple. People that think that it's the disability to do it have not listened to my videos and just obviously don't understand how this stuff works, or you would understand. You can get massive power out of these things, but you lose every bit of reliability if you do. Now, why do I like these even though they have the Achilles heel of the pin? Well, they're still the best thing going. They're metal. They're made well. They shoot straight. They're just solid as a rock. If you show your gun buddies all of your less lethal stuff, this is the one thing they don't laugh at, okay? Seriously, I love M17s, and you can take an M17 and you can run it for a whole lot longer than you can one of these without breaking it apart and checking on stuff. Does that mean I'd rather have an M17? Heck no. No, I think these are way better. The magazines are better quality. You can use AR parts on them. Everything about these is more higher quality than an M17. But if you're just looking for something that you want to shoot at targets all day and not take apart, you should get an M17, not a VKS. A VKS is like a Formula One race car, and I don't mean that like it's the fastest thing going. I mean that like it's a fine-tuned machine that after you're done playing with it, you need to take it apart and check everything. Just like a Formula One race car. You don't sell a Formula One race car to a soccer mom, okay? So if you're a soccer mom, don't buy a VKS. That's why I would rather, I've got a couple posted, but I would rather sell them to people that like build stuff, know how to take stuff apart, that kind of stuff. I'm going to give somebody a way better deal if I know they can service their own piece than I am just some Joe Schmo buying it, because the first thing they're going to do is be like, hey man, I know you told me that not to change tanks on it, but when I put this 1100 Ninja on it, man, it seemed funny acting. You think? I mean, it's funny. People tell on themselves a lot, and I've been lucky for a couple of people not to break stuff that I knew they were going to, but I think they just got lucky. But seriously, like, a lot of people have a lot of opinions because they listen to people. And just remember, a lot of people are trying to sell stuff. That's why they say stuff the way they do. I'm quitting selling stuff because I have a medical practice. I don't know why I started doing it. Well, I do too. I started doing it because I wanted to rotate VKS stock so I could continue customizing them. Unfortunately, people browbeated me into starting selling other stuff, and that just is a pain in the butt. And I wish I'd have never started selling anything but the VKSs or the ammo. The ammo kind of came about because of necessity, and well, we nailed that crap. So I am going to stop doing stuff at the end of the year. I don't know about the ammo. I'm not necessarily going to stop doing the ammo, but I'm going to try to sell out of all my stock. Right now I've got 11 VKSs. I'm going to keep several, but I'm going to sell out of most of everything by the end of the year. And just devote all my time to, well, my daughter, my wife, and making videos about this stuff. And don't get me wrong, I'm not out of the channel by any means. I'm going to hit the channel harder than ever, and I think there'll be a lot more validity to it when I don't have a dog in the race too, because I really want to show some people some stuff, and yeah. so here we go. Boy, that was a lot of rambling, wasn't it? Yep, I talked too much. I know. All right, so Jay, this thing has, I got to check and make sure I've put the Wixons in there. Oh, I know I have. Yeah. Wixon detents, and it's got the little piece in here to make sure they hold in. So when you go to take your barrel out, make sure take this piece off and take that little piece out, and then you can just do it like normal. But that actually gives you a little extra power and holds your detents in. So this is a Wixon follower. That is a red spring in here. So this is your shape projectile mag. This one has a regular spring and no Wixon follower, so that's just for balls or whatever. Heat core O-ring, Milsig heat core O-ring, and these are also the outer heat core O-rings in case you need them. Extra firing pin from Home Defense 24. Guys, these work so much better than the factory, but don't get it twisted. You still have to check these. And listen to me. And that's well, all right, so that's aluminum, okay? That's steel, and you're screwing this into titanium, okay? So you got 3 different kinds of metal that you're trying to hold together with some red Loctite under a bunch of power, okay? So that's the deal with that. The end of them are tapered better, I think anyway, and then they use an Allen key instead of a flathead. The flathead design was just as stupid as the bolt design itself. But anyway, old school Grimberg mag, Wixon follower in that too. Those are the bomb. There's some bore matched BK Kinetics. I'm going to send some more ammo. I owe a couple of people some ammo too from builds. We're having some issues right now. So just so you guys know, when you make moles as time goes on, they get bigger and bigger. So that's where we're at right now. We're going to have to recast some stuff to get our universals and stuff back and the bore match. So TCPs, that size is coming out pretty steadily, but the smaller sizes have kind of went to the wayside. So we're going to have to redo some stuff. So anyway, there's that. Jay, I know there's more stuff that I need to send you. I'm just trying to get this out to you this morning. I'm pretty sure there's more stuff anyway. Definitely more ammo. Both mags are going to be loaded, by the way. And then I'll send you some more once we get some made up. So, anywho, there's that. There's the sighting in target. And there's the confirmation target. And, yeah. All right. Good times. Oh, yeah. This is a green laser, by the way. So it's... Excuse me. Hey, wait. Somebody should say, you are so good looking. Any Seinfeld fans out there? All right. Bye.